Hello and welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow, 18 Hour special initiative that celebrates the undying entrepreneurial spirit of micro, small and medium enterprises. On our Insight segment tonight, we get to a conversation with Indus League. On Bright Sparks tonight, we feature Vegan Bites and Landroad. Even as consumer preferences and tastes are changing, so is the very nature of the e-commerce business here in India. How do companies then keep pace with such changes? I spoke with Bengaluru-based Indus League, a fashion clothing marketing company which was acquired by the Future Group, on managing the changing marketplace, how MSMEs acquired by larger peers can and should manage the integration, and much more. Take a listen. Rachna, thanks very much for speaking with us here on the Leaders of Tomorrow. It becomes mandatory to talk about online shopping when we talk about retail these days. What, according to you, is the biggest change that retailers like yourself are seeing thanks to online e-commerce?
What I'm finding actually, it's not so much about online, offline. I think it's more about seamless integration. The change is that the consumer is now wanting to go where he believes he or she is getting the maximum amount of choice, is getting information, is getting convenience. There's a trust factor that gets built in, and the consumer is therefore choosing options where there is a seamless integration happening through wherever they find it most convenient to shop.
Okay, fair enough. So how are retailers like yourself then using the insights, using data and personalization that comes with online retail, and what tips and advice can you give our MSME viewers based on your own experience?
There is actually a whole lot of data available now because everything, like I mentioned, is getting integrated. We're actually able to track, consumers who are part of our loyalty program, 1 week that we run. We are able to track their social media habits. We're able to track which of our consumers are coming and shopping online, from where they are coming, what are they searching for. One of the important things that we were seeing recently, for example, when we were sitting and doing some analytics, was what are people searching for what are the keywords that they're using when they're searching for fashion. And it gave us a new insight, because the single biggest product that people seem to be searching for right now, this month, is actually full-length gowns. So they may call it anything, whether it's maxi, long dresses, full-length gowns, wedding gowns, but if you add it all up, the girl online is actually searching for where can she go and find this new fashion product, which is the full-length dress or the maxi dress. So it's insights like that feed back into design, into what more we should be doing. It gives us ideas on what fashion trends are catching on. It also tells us what are people doing so that we can actually integrate ourselves more into their lives.
What is the most effective way to marry online and offline, Rachna? Are there any tips that you can give our viewers?
In offline, when you're talking about experience, we've actually introduced a virtual trial mirror at our Jealous 21 store. So a young girl who comes into the store without having to actually physically try on the garments can actually choose what's available at the store and see what she would look like wearing all of those garments. The other thing that might happen is a consumer may come into a store, find something that they like, know that the fit works, and the next time choose to buy it online. So she knows, like supposing she knows that we do this 3 hip sizes for every waist size, and she knows whether she is a hottie, a hourglass or a bootylicious in terms of the shape of her hips when compared to her waist. So once she's tried this offline and gone to a physical store, experienced it, tried it on, the next time it might be much easier for her to shop online. In the long term, we are looking at it again very, very seamlessly integrated. A consumer could buy online, come and pick it up offline. She may try it offline but choose to order it online. The last mile delivery might happen from an offline channel to minimize logistics costs and ensure that the productivity of the transaction is increased. A lot of it is also about integration and payment digitization, which is, the big thing that's happening right now in India.
Now, Indus League, of course, was a company that you co-founded. What have been some of your biggest learnings as an entrepreneur in the retail space?
The key learnings have been that you are going to make mistakes. And as long as you learn from them, if you don't try something new, you can't actually ever move ahead. So it's not about really doing the same thing again and again. It really is about creativity, innovation, and experimenting and doing new things. And one shouldn't be therefore scared of making a mistake. One shouldn't be scared of a failure, because that is actually part of an entrepreneurial journey, that there are things that are going to go wrong. Another big learning has been that the world is not really black and white. I mean, it is really, really lots of shades of grey, and one needs to learn to work within the shades of grey. I mean, there are going to be changes internally, there are going to be changes externally, there are a lot of factors that you can influence, a lot of factors that you can't influence, and therefore one is going to have to find new solutions, innovative solutions, and look at how you can convert challenges into opportunities if you really want to be successful as an entrepreneur. The last thing I would say that a lot of this is, and a lot of the success, I mean, there is a great idea that is at the core of it all, but it's also about then going out and building a great team.
You were acquired by Future Group. What was the learning, for you in that, to be acquired by a much larger company and then working within that framework? And can you broad base that experience?
I think a large part of that is about the culture, and I think the rest of it falls in place once the culture of the two organizations works together, and there is an integration that is happening of the people. Once people are positive about the change and that is managed, I think the rest of it falls in place. There is a lot of positives in being part of a much larger ecosystem, in terms of whether it is your negotiation, in terms of the negotiation with vendors for raw materials, your negotiation with malls as far as space is concerned, occupancy cost. So there is a lot that comes from being part of a larger ecosystem, so many more opportunities for people. But at the heart of it all is that one must want to become both the acquiring company and the smaller company that is being acquired. If they're positive and they want to become part of a combined ecosystem going forward, then I think there is a lot of positive energy that would flow both ways and the change would happen.
Let's take a little bit of a big picture view and ask you to tell our viewers what possibly the next, say, 5 years are looking like.
The next few years are going to be really exciting and challenging, because I think the pace of change and growth that used to be in our business, we're in the fashion retail business, and things used to be, we used to talk about seasons. So one would do the spring, summer, and then you do the festive collection and Christmas collection. I think what we are seeing is a huge change in terms of the pace of change, how fast things are changing in terms of fashion, in terms of the customer out there, in terms of digitization. And I think it's going to be great fun in seeing how we steer the organization as well as each of our individual brands to remain relevant to the millennial customer.
Time for a quick break. On the other side, we'll feature Vegan Bites and Lime Road on our Insight segment. Welcome back. You're with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow, and tonight we're featuring Vegan Bites and Lime Road. Mumbai has been famous for its efficient network of dabbawalas delivering piping hot food to many in the city. But one company that is making these tiffins healthy and vegan is Vegan Bites. Shubhangi Sinha caught up with the founders to bring you tips on making a mark in a niche food and beverage segment. Take a look.
George Bernard Shaw once said, There is no love sincerer than the love of food. And most of us couldn't agree more. Making sure that health-conscious vegans across Mumbai do not miss out on the highway to gluttony is Vegan Bites. Founded by foodies, albeit vegan foodies, Himali Gala and Sameer Pasad in 2011, this catering and tiffin service is a go-to for anyone looking for a meal sans dairy or animal products and strictly plant-derived.
Vegan food is still a niche market in India and does not have many takers. How have you been able to build a client base and get them interested in this healthy food?
My family has been vegan for a long time, almost 2 decades, and food has been our passion. So when we wanted to enter into food and beverage market, like this was a natural progression. It's a niche market, but it's been growing constantly, and in last couple of years we have seen a lot of growth in number of vegans all around. But most of our customers have not been vegan. They just want to eat something healthy which is also tasty. And the plant-based diet has a lot of health benefits which has attracted the new generations.
Now, cooking up a storm every day for a tiffin delivery service may not always be easy. How important do you think it is to innovate with vegan food for your company?
Yeah, so what we try to do is we create the dairy alternatives. Wherever dairy is required in any form, we try to do an alternative to it. So like for milk and all, we try to use soy milk, almond milk, cashew milk, and rice milk, oats milk and stuff like that. For cheeses, we try to use cashews and stuff and create a cheese base out of it. And we are also gluten free, so wherever breads and all are there, we try to make lentil bread, or for the Lebanese we make pita pockets, so we make a jowar pita. And then our service is oil free as well, so wherever it's or it's deep fried or something, we try baking it or sauteing. It's give a variety of meals to the customer, and generally we don't repeat our menus for 2 months.
Now, you are the CEO of the company, the Chief Eating Officer, which is pretty much my favorite designation by far. What is your job like at Vegan Bites?
My main job is to taste all the food and make sure the standard and quality is maintained when the food goes out of our kitchen. So that is the main, and I also look after the operations and marketing also, and business development.
With the help of efficient Dabbawalas of Mumbai, Vegan Bites is available to deliver over 100 lunch orders every weekday. And the founders believe that this growing demand for vegan food is here to stay.
Now, at present, you're operating out of Mumbai, which is a metro city. Do you think that restricting yourself to a vegan cuisine is also restricting your client base, and you may not perhaps be able to reach out to tier 2 or tier 3 cities?
Really, even veganism is spreading in tier 2 and 3 cities also. And what mainly people look for is tasty food. It doesn't matter whether it's vegan, vegetarian or non-vegetarian. So that has been our aim, to make a tasty vegan food, which is healthy also.
Now, like you said, vegan food is gaining popularity amongst the younger generation. What have your branding and marketing strategies been like to tap that interest?
We market through social media, plus we organize a lot of health-based seminars in partnership with Sharan, and then we organize cooking classes, free talks, potlucks, a lot of interesting things where we mainly try to invite non-vegans who can know the benefits of this diet and how it is beneficial for the environment and for the animals also.
Now, if I were to ask you, what is the biggest challenge that you've had to face while setting up Vegan Bites? What would that be?
Attracting the right kind of talent has been a challenge. People like chefs and kitchen staff don't want to get into this market which they think will restrict their future growth.
A visit to the bustling Vegan Bites kitchen on a Lebanese menu day had me salivating on healthy hummus-lined pita pockets, generous portions of falafel balls and refreshing fattoush. Lo and behold, Food Coma just got a vegan makeover.
Gurugram-based LimeRoad is one shopping platform for all you fashionable men and women out there who never let style slip away, offering the latest collection of clothing, accessories, footwear and home decor. LimeRoad can be your ultimate shopping guide to discover the latest fashion trends as well as stay stylish. Libza Manan caught up with the woman behind LimeRoad to bring us this story. Take a look.
LimeRoad is a social discovery platform that aims to revolutionize the way lifestyle products are found and bought in India. Bringing sellers and designers from across the nation on one platform, LimeRoad is today becoming a one-stop shop for all things fashionable.
So Suchi, to start off with, talk to us about the idea behind starting LimeRoad.
Apparel is not bought or traded or discovered the way you buy a mobile phone. You know, you price compare mobile phones. You say, hey, I want to buy an iPhone and I'm going to find the cheapest source of an iPhone. And that's a completely normal query. In apparel, you never say, today I'm going to go looking for the cheapest black dress. Nobody says that. So I think, you know, there was this huge opportunity to build something disruptive, different in the apparel space, and hence LimeRoad.
Absolutely. And how do you bring about the latest fashion trends on your platform for all these stylish women out there?
LimeRoad introduces 4,000 new styles every day. And that's just styles of clothes. On top of that, LimeRoad pushes through our best community members, so the best community members, 10,000 new amazing content pieces. This combination of sellers and a lot of sellers putting up beautiful product every day, and then these community members that style the product, causes this platform to have freshness no matter when you go.
Though LimeRoad is highly popular for its fashion category, it also has a home decor section. So would you like to elaborate on that?
Finding anything for your home offline is the most difficult thing to do. Why? Because it's just a very fragmented market. What LimeRoad did was, whatever we did for apparel, we did for home. And we enabled our users to find stuff which would otherwise require them not merely to just search their entire city, often is not even available in their cities.
And with social media taking the e-commerce platform by storm, how effective would you say is the role of social media in marketing LimeRoad products?
Facebook and Instagram are the two platforms we use quite a bit. Recently, we just launched a 1 crore saris campaign with Facebook. You know, there are other innovative stuff we do. I mean, this Raksha Bandhan, we actually said, you know, boys don't necessarily need to be the only people who defend the sisters. The girls could be defending as well. And the brothers ended up tying Rakhis to their sisters. That did really well.
LimeRoad translates your fashion designing passion into reality, allowing users to create their personal looks and share it with friends to get that second opinion from your besties, making your online shopping a unique, fun-filled experience.
So Suchi, I want to shift your focus to an issue that's topping the charts these days, that's demonetization. Did the cash crunch have an impact on your business as well?
Do you know, we were the only company in the country, in the space, who, when November was marginally higher than October, despite demonetization. And December was higher than November. And of course, January is much higher than December. But so yes, so you know what? Of course, it was harder. It was harder, but we did a whole slew of things for our consumers so that they would not be stuck for cash.
At LimeRoad, how strong is your focus on maintaining quality and giving high quality products to consumers?
There are a whole bunch of metrics that we do. There's quality in terms of, do you ship out on time? There's quality metrics in terms of, do you ship out the right product? There is quality metrics in terms of, when you send stuff, was it exactly what was in the picture? There are quality metrics in terms of, are you a repeat offender? if you're a repeat offender, you go through a separate pipe. So there are a whole bunch of checks and balances that we put in place. There are ratings, so any new person on the platform sees a seller's rating.
Absolutely. And going ahead, what are the future plans for the brand?
I think somewhere over the last few decades, India is losing its design competitiveness and competence, maybe to China and a few others. I think it's time for us to have that back, and that's the role LimeRoad will play. We'll be reaching out to every woman and man in India, and this platform in the next 3-4 years will be the most addictive apparel platform there is.
The brand has a strong focus on providing quality products and a good customer interface mechanism. With a dedicated team to address consumer grievances, the brand has well planned its strategies to take the company to newer heights.
With that is a wrap on this episode of The Leaders of Tomorrow. We've brought you tips on how you, the MSME entrepreneur, can differentiate yourself in the very crowded online retail space. If you want to get in touch with us, you can write in to us at leadersoftomorrowtimesgroup.com. You can reach us on social media using the hashtag LOT. You can tweet at me personally at Sunanda_J or call us on that number you see flashing on your screen. We promise to have all your questions answered. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.